Hey, I was just coming on here to make a update, but I have a problem. My battery in my scale went dead, so I literally have no way in. If I were to guess, I probably would say I'm anywhere in between 1 to 3 pound loss. That's what I would say, probably. The reason why I say that is because while I have been at the gym, I've done some strength training, and I went up on the weights themselves, and was really sore for a couple of days this week. So by doing that, they say, muscle weighs more than fat, but I don't believe I gained that much muscle or lost that much fat. I guess if that makes sense. And I do apologize if it's a little dark in here. I haven't, done anything since I've been home from the gym, so this is why I look like this. I do apologize. That's what I would guess. I hopped on the scale at the gym. Their scale is kind of like mine, where it's kind of off and on, and I would say that it is not very accurate either. So I apologize. I'm going to have to buy a battery for the scale, and it's one of those 9-volt batteries. So I have tons of other batteries, but those don't fit it. So I guess without the weigh-in, I've been to the gym just about every other day. I'm thinking maybe not. I think almost every day, except for when I did the real heavy weights. I took the next day off just to be safe. So I think I went to the gym, I think, every day this week except for twice. Well, and then on top of Sunday. So maybe every day except for 3 days this week. But I'm basically sticking to an hour on the elliptical. I have put the resistance up to at least 3 times this week. So that works out a little more muscle there too when you do that. I started originally, when I first started going to the gym, it was on 1, and that's just when you hit quick start. Most of these machines are the same at most gyms. I'm been doing the elliptical thing with the one that doesn't move the arms, so it's just stationary, and I've been kind of liking it better. But that one itself, I've gone up to 1. I think it was either Monday, then I went to 4 on Monday, and it was maybe Wednesday. I did 5, and today I did 6. A resistance of 6, and I did that for an hour. I did 4 miles today. I broke a sweat. It felt nice. So I did that. What else? Eating. I've been basically sticking to eating proteins. As if it's beef jerky. I've been doing a lot of cheese. So the cheese one is probably not the best idea, I think, for myself, because the cheese has a lot of calories and fat, I believe, right? And probably carbs. So I think my body is not doing too well on that, but I'll have to maybe readjust that one. Beans, meat, chicken. Chicken's a little hard to get down. It takes you a long time to try to eat the full serving of, like, if you have chicken. I usually end up quitting. I'll take a bite. If it hurts to eat, I usually don't finish it. And that's kind of been a little hard to get through to your head, because before you are given a plate of yummy, delicious looking, smelling food, and you just want to eat all of it or close to all of it, at least the old self, I would eat the entire plate, and sometimes even ask for more if there is more. Now, we have this itty bitty stomach, whether you are a gastric bypass or a sleeve. A sleeve, your stomach is still small, it's just in this shape instead of like this shape, basically. But what I'm getting at is the amount we can have now is a lot smaller. So that in a way, it is hard to get used to. All the practice in the world, you'll never get used to that. I don't think. Textures do play a big role in basically accomplishing whether you can eat or not, I think. Because, say, shakes, smoothies, puddings, soups, soft things like that, even cheese. To me, cheese is really easy to get down. But those kind of textures go down without a challenge, without hurting. When I say hurting, I guess, to me, it feels, and I've said this before, it feels like big boulders, like big rocks going down your throat. And I never felt that before. So is it really the surgery doing that? I don't know. And I guess I don't really know where I was getting at with that anyways either. But I do realize now, because I even text 2 really close friends of mine and told them, I said, I hate food. I hate food now, and I don't want to eat anymore. The fat girl in me, it's still in me, but before surgery, is saying, Emily, you're hungry. That smells really good. It looks really good. And the old Emily would eat it. No problem. Don't think about it. Just eat it. Even if you just ate, you still eat it, right? Now, even if it's something that I've had before and it tasted amazing before, and I try to go to eat it now, most of the time, I'd say probably at least 85% of the time, the texture now is either like just off-putting, like, because you have to chew it so many times for it to be okay to swallow. You chew so many times, a lot of things lose their flavor, lose their texture, or their texture turns into something that you're not wanting to eat. I've spit stuff out, literally, you people. I just sometimes the food makes me feel like, ugh, like gross, like, I don't know if any of you guys are experiencing this or have experienced it, but there are just so many foods now that I don't want, that I'm just not pleased eating. I almost feel stupid, like I've ate that before, and I thought I loved it, and now after surgery, I'm like, how did I eat that, or why did I eat that before, and like a lot of things that I have tried now, I end up regretting. Like, I tell myself, why did I eat that, or usually it's like one bite and then I'm done, because it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. I have eaten things that have made me dump. I am completely honest on here. Whether some of you guys may want to admit it or don't want to admit it on here, whether you're eating certain foods or have tried certain foods since surgery, or are saying, oh, I will never eat what I've eaten before in my lifetime. I think some of that may just be, I don't know. Some people may not want to share all of the truth, or I don't know. But how many years has it taken you to get this big? How many food items, how many entrees and desserts and appetizers did you have to eat to get to this weight? You know, this heavy, this big. You know, just not even thinking before you eat certain things too, you know, and second helpings and third helpings and buffets. Now, to me, I think buffets are the stupidest thing in the world. Why ever have a buffet now? I thought about it. Like, there are some buffets that have good foods in them, but why are you going to pay buffet price when you can literally eat maybe this much? You know, like I made meatballs and pasta, and I think something else. I literally had my scale, and I weighed out 3 ounces of meatballs. And I think there was 3 or 4 meatballs in this little tiny bowl I had. And I mean, the meatballs were small. And I got through, I think, almost all of them when I ate them. But why would you pay for, like, literally 4 bites? You know, to us now it's more than 4 bites because you're going to cut those in half and things. But 4 bites of something, why would you pay for a buffet? Seems not smart anymore. But that's what I'm going through, and I don't have a weight to weigh in. If I go and get a battery, maybe, you know, somehow I'll update that, or I'll just probably wait till next week anyways. But I've been watching your guys' videos, and so many of you guys are doing so well. I'm amazed at how well we are doing, and just the support, you know, of us on YouTube is just the most wonderful thing that we could possibly have for each other, because that's another topic, like support groups. My surgeon and the program that I did has a support group. I think it's every Tuesday or every Wednesday. Mine's an hour away drive, so I haven't gone, except for they make you go pre-op once. So I've only gone to the support group pre-op. And I did like it. It's kind of like having all of you guys, but in a room and in person, and you get feedback instead of just talking to a camera in a way. But mine's an hour, an hour drive, and they gave me the option to call in, but I don't have the number yet, so I haven't done that either. Those of you that have gone to a support group or are going to a support group, I think you guys should comment below and let me know how that's going. If you guys prefer them, if you guys are against them, give me the pros and cons of going to support groups, or if you recommend it, or if you don't recommend it. Let me know down here on this on the comment lines down below, because I'm really interested to find out what you guys think about that. And the tip of the day, dun da da da, the tip of the day I have today is kind of for my people that are going through my situation, as of, like, if you can't weigh in, or if you prefer not to do weigh-ins, you don't want to know what you weigh, till like, later down the road. Or if you do weigh in and you don't lose anything, don't get upset about that, because trust me, your body is making so many changes that your body is basically catching up. But here's the tip of the day. My tip is to start measuring yourself with a tape measure. A lot of people like to measure around the neck. You can measure whatever you want to measure, and what you prefer to measure, because I don't measure around the neck. Obviously, it's going to get a little bit smaller, but not by much. Everybody has about the similar sized neck, so that's not, I think where it changes most is all right in here. And how do you measure that? So, what I've done is measured the bust. I'll say that. If you guys don't know what bust is, come on. I guess you could Google it, but it's around where your bra is. So, anyway, sorry. I measured bust, waist, and hips. And I did do arms, but I had a hell of a time trying to measure my arm by myself. That's all I measured on myself. So the tip of the day is to measure, because I can almost guarantee you on those weeks that you guys are having a stall. And this is why I say like this, is because you're not really having a stall. Your body is catching up and you are losing inches. I can almost guarantee it. So measure from the week before if you need to, and then measure that week that you got a 0 on your scale. You'll see it. I can guarantee you've lost something in inches somewhere. Because whether I lost or not, I have in my notes, and I'll make this real quick because I see the video getting long. I think this was right before surgery or right after surgery I did these measurements. So, I can't go off of these, so I'll have to find my old ones I have kind of pre-op. But my chest, it stayed the same. I believe my arms stayed the same. I'm having a hard time measuring my arms. My waist, I lost 1.5 inches. In the hips, I lost 2 inches. So obviously something is going on. Whether my scale said I lost nothing this week, that right there tells you, your body's doing so many amazing, wonderful things that whether you're losing weight or not, according to that scale, trust me, you're losing weight. So that's where I'm going to go by off of that, because my scale's not working. So, I hope you guys get something from my video every week, as I would love for you guys all to learn something along with me, because a lot of times I learn just along with you. When you learn, I learn, and these videos are also for myself to see the changes, because I'm not seeing the changes. I really am not. For how much weight I have lost already, you would think that you would see it somewhere on your body, and I really don't. I really don't see it, other than my boobs are getting a little bit smaller, I think. And that's not the place you want to see it. But, yeah, and so I'll leave you there with that thought. So, I will just do another update. Hopefully, I'm going to try to maybe do some pictures for next week. Try to find one of my bigger looking pictures, because, obviously being a big girl, you kind of want to hide from the camera or hide behind people. So then it's going to be a little difficult to try to get before pictures showing how big I really was. Because even my full body shot I did on here didn't really show it too well. But so I'm going to try to get something and see if I could do a side-by-side something to see whether I can see it or not. Because right now, just looking at myself, I don't see it. So anyways, I hope you guys all good luck. hope you guys continue losing weight like normal, and I hope you guys eat healthy and get that protein in, and I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye.